Today it's Saturday, November 9, 2024. This is a status update and this is mostly for me, this video, and for the owners and for whoever finds it helpful. Alright? Just where am I? Let's start from the V12 because it's in front of me. Alright? I received the remaining bolts for the water pump. I have installed it. All the bolts are beautiful. There's no problem whatsoever with the bolts. Finished with that. I received the correct gasket for the throttle valve. Alright, that's the old one, the one that was wearing on the engine, and that's the new one. And this is clearly it's bigger. When it comes a time, you're gonna see that. I'm gonna show you again when it comes a time. I'm gonna keep this together. So when it comes a time and install take it out from a nylon bag, I'm gonna show you. That's it with the V12. No news for the turbochargers. One question on the comment, I think, why I'm spending my time with that, because like I said, if they said to me at the end, you know what, close it back, put it as it was, at least to be better than before, to don't have leak, especially from this area that became black, all the engine block. We're gonna see what are we gonna do. Till now, we don't have any solution, all right? These are some remaining parts for the LS2. This one. End of the month, they're coming the studs, so I'm gonna continue when I receive the studs. Like I said before, finish with this one. This is the cylinder head from Daza, the RS3 Daza, the one that exploded the previous engine block, and now I have a new engine block. Yesterday I mount the valves. I put the valve because I received it back. Yes, that's the correct order. I received it back from machine shop. I washed it for final. I will start installing the valves. I have the valve springs retainers here, and these are the washers for the exhaust side. First you have to put the seal because it comes like a cup, and then you put the washer on top of the seal. Classic, because of the space. Now, I don't have valve seals. I didn't find anywhere valve seals. Yeah, I check in the box. Here I have the box with the parts for the RS3, and I haven't prepared the camshafts and the cover. Lovely, amazing. Yeah, okay, I have to do also that. Still standing by for the RS3, alright? The block is over there. They brought me some plugs for the oil galleries, but these are not the OEM. When it comes to time, it's gonna be a separate video. Old valves and valve springs, yeah. Finish from the RS3 Daza. What I don't have for this engine, because the crankshaft is new, I don't have the pilot bearing. And yes, and that's it. Most probably we're gonna see it either today or on Monday. There's nothing wrong with that, I'm just saying. Finish with RS3? Yeah, finish with RS3. Forget BWA. BWA, I didn't get any answer yet. The cylinder head and the valves are there. I have already lapped the valves. No, I haven't lapped the valves because I don't know what are we gonna do with the valve seats. If I send on the machine shop to machine it and then machine also the valves to don't be all over the place, to don't be machined like how it is being machined. If you watch the video for the CDL, the title is for the CDL, but now it's gonna be a BWA. BWA cylinder head with a BWA engine block. Alright, so standing by also for the CDL / BWA. What I did from this, I had a pilot bearing for the crankshaft because I'm planning to put a new pilot bearing on the crankshaft. I took it from this engine and I used it on the other Daza outside because again, I'm gonna receive 2 pilot bearings either today or on Monday. One for the CDL, one for the Daza. Lovely, nice. The M157 end of the month, I'm gonna receive the studs together with the M177, alright, and then I'm gonna be able to continue to close it. I'm not gonna be able, yeah, I will gonna close it, but I have to do something on the turbos. Yeah, that's a different story. Did I mention anything about the transmission? The 72.6 transmission out of the V12. What's the catch here? We placed an order for a needle bearing. It came needle bearing from the 72.6. Then we went to see the part number from the 72.9 and it's exactly the same part number. And we end up having the same needle bearing. So forget this one. If you watch the previous videos from the 72.6, I'm getting a needle bearing from the 72.9 and I put on the 72.6 on the output shaft. It will not gonna happen. It's gonna stay the same one. It's not suffering, just for more support. I'm doing it, but as soon as we cannot find it, what I'm gonna do? I'm waiting 3-4 clutches, I think, and then I'm gonna be able to put it together. It's gonna be separate video on that. The other LS2, I have it there up. Forget it. Keep it there, it's fine. Forget the M57 from the GLE, forget the M57 from the E63 Formatic. It's not now the time for that. The 2JZ is still waiting for the block. Yeah, alright. The Jaguar still waiting for the bolts, the studs. It's down there. Forget about that as well. That's not the time. Alright. Here I have the Audi A8. I just put it here and I remove the cylinder heads from the LS2 for the M77 and I put there up. Still no news about this, about the A8. I'm just keeping it here. The oil pump, it's been prepared. If they want me to use the old one, I have it there, like I've said on the video. Let's go out. Nothing to see here inside, right? Yeah, let's go out. Now, this is the Daza, the one that I used the pilot bearing yesterday. What I have done, just remove the rags. It doesn't matter because I have to remove again the turbo. Alright, I have to take it out again. So what's the story here? I'm not making separate video for this engine. I put the single mass flywheel because the upgrade dual mass flywheel it crack. Okay, so I put the single mass flywheel and I put a new pilot bearing inside because the input shaft that goes to the transmission, it was compromised. Also the clutch was burned, the dual mass flywheel was cracked. The customer he upgraded with that. Now this pilot bearing there inside, that's the new one, and I install it. I make this tool, all right, to go. What's this? What's the thing? This tool? I don't know where I have the old one to show you. What's happening? It's the correct depth. It has support at the end, it has support at the beginning, and when you drive it full inside, it's at the correct depth. That's the thing. All right, finish from the flywheel, finish from the pilot bearing. Here, the exhaust manifold. Exhaust manifold. What I did, because with the washers that came with the exhaust manifold, it didn't have enough support. I make a custom washers from the CK45 on the lathe, here and here. These are 4 millimeters the thickness, okay, to have nice good grip here, you don't have any problem. With the kit, it didn't came the gasket for the oil feed. I have to take it out and I have to make one gasket, nothing wrong with that, okay. I need the gasket, the OEM gasket that comes for the oil return from the block side, and I need to make also another one gasket down over here because it does have a gasket for the oil return. It's just been temporarily placed, and I think I didn't tight the cold side because this, I clock the cartridge. I don't know the left and right of the turbo if it's okay because I have to see the downpipe, the clearance. The same thing also for the external. It's just been test fit on it. What needs to be done? I'm gonna make, like I said, the gaskets, okay. Then I'm waiting from the owner to bring me the clutches, to finalize also the transmission, put together the transmission with the engine, put also the transfer case, the front diff, the transfer case, all right, for the drive shaft, to see that we don't have any problem with the clearance. Okay, that's one thing. And then as soon as we don't have any problem with the clearance, then we can put it on the car and then see what are we gonna do with the cold side, how to direct to the intercooler. Oh boy, oh boy. That's for the Daza. Let me put myself together now. What will gonna be the next one? Next it's the Audi A8. That's in pieces. All right. Same like before. Nobody touched anything, nobody's coming here on the parts, because I don't know what to do with that. They didn't give me the green light to prepare the parts, or I have no clue. Maybe they're gonna put a used engine, maybe they're gonna rebuild this engine. No clue at all. We're gonna find out. So no need nothing for now, at least from my side, for this car. Right? Right. Number plate's been covered. Fine. Alright, let's jump to the next one. Alright, this is a C43 that came yesterday, and this one has a coolant leak from the plastic piece. The guys remove it. Alright, nice. So nothing to do with me. There was a leak from here. Alright, the guys, you have to remove the radiator fan, you have to remove the intercooler to have an access there. Okay, because it was behind. This is on the guys, not on me, so they can handle it. Then, 1 second, don't put any number plate. Here we have a Volkswagen, Audi, no, sorry. We have a Porsche. What I'm waiting the valve block, the solenoid valve block, because 2 solenoids, they fail. And you have to change all the block. I don't know where let me show you 1 second. Yeah, I was searching for the solenoids and I found the C43 from the plastic cap that was leaking, that goes to the lower radiator hose. This, we place an order for that. Let me see if I can find also the solenoids, yeah, for the Porsche. I have no clue where's the block with the solenoids, where they put it. What's my theory? My theory is that the solenoids, they're on the higher spot, it doesn't have any cooling there inside, and that's why they fail, I guess. Has how many? A dozen solenoids. Actually, this block has 6, but you have also more solenoids here, you have another solenoid here and there, you know. In any case, that's what we are waiting to finish also with this. Now, yeah, when it comes the time, I have to fix it, I have to put together. This is on me. This C63 204, from what I read on the paper, need maintenance, so no need anything from my side. That's a good one, that's lovely. SL63 waiting, and it depends what they're gonna choose to do on the car. We're gonna see about that. They might take care of the guys, the car, and not me. So standing by also with that. The TTRS waiting for the Daza engine, the one that I saw you with the flywheel and the turbocharger. I'm talking about this engine that's down here. Fine. The V12 I already show you, still standing by, still here, where it's supposed to be, right? It's supposed to be here. The CLS, we have the CLS. The CLS, no need from my side something, because the guys, what they did, they changed the radiator. And as far as I can see, they changed also the pipe here for the bleeding. Alright, I don't know why it's still here. They didn't say to me something. They wash all the coolers. It looks nice and clean. The frame, they wash it, beautiful, amazing. They did a good job. They did a good job. Nice, nice. Everything looks like it's in place. Amazing. Then we have a 205 here, C63. They are changing wiring harness, so they don't need something from my side. Lovely. Finish the story. Then we have here the GLC, that we are converting it from LS1 to LS2. What I mean by that? Intercoolers from LS2, exhaust manifold from LS2, turbochargers TTE. Okay, the big boys. It is a big boys, all right. We are still fixing it, okay, until it comes the time. This is what? I don't remember that. Oh boy, take a look at the coolers. This is the other one. Yeah, okay, I know what's that. This is engine build. The one LS2 is gonna end up in this. We're gonna remove this LS2 and we're gonna put the other LS2. It's gonna be very interesting to see how does it looks like this engine, because this engine has seen some abuse. It's been abused by a lot. We're gonna see about that when it comes the time. When it comes the time. Here we have the E55, the guys that make some progress here, they put the engine in. Oops, sorry. They put the engine in. Why it doesn't sit straight now, this one? It's supposed to be a little bit more to the right. Never mind. They put the engine in. What's happening here? What's the problem? When it comes the time, not now. The plenum that comes back on the throttle, it's touching everywhere. I modified, I trim it to have more clearance, and still, after trimming it, it's still touching and comes oval. So what I'm gonna end up doing, the same thing what I did on the other one. I'm gonna fix one aluminum pipe, 4 inches from one side, 3 inches from the other side, or 3.5, something like that, to be able to connect the air boxes or air filters or whatever you can decide, the owner. Alright, the engine in place. The engine is not floating because it has aftermarket engine mounts. We put the upgrade pump over there. Then we have the double cooler here front. Nice. This pipe, it's not the ideal. This for the oil cooler. You see it's been pinched. It's been bent inside. That's not okay. And I'm waiting also the sleeves to what need to be done. I need to remove again the small intercooler, this one that has front. I have to mark it first to put the insert, the threaded insert, and then put a bolt both sides. I'm not using self-penetrated screws, penetrating screws. I'm putting a sleeve inside, crimping it, and then you can put a number 10 or number 30 Torx to hold it down. What do I have? Wait, let's see what else we have. One GT here was leaking from the heater core, and the guys, they remove everything. It was full of water down, full of coolant actually. Alright, this is not on me. Lovely. This is no number plate, alright, fine. This is a CLS that waiting the M057 engine that I have inside the engine room. I'm waiting the studs. This done yesterday and we make a test drive. Fine. So what need to be done now? I need to get a pen and paper and write it down. What it's for me and what's for the guys. Just to keep the truck, you know, to don't have any headache. Yeah, it's explosion here, everywhere. And there are also cars outside. I'm not even planning to go outside. Forget it. I'm talking about whatever we have inside the garage currently. Lovely. I have also the dragster for the washing. Take a look. That's the only Japanese car that you're gonna see inside of the garage. We don't have any other. This is the company car. Every Saturday need washing. I think that I cover everything. Now, whatever it's outside of the garage, I'm not counting it. I'm talking about whatever it's inside of the garage. Lovely. Fine. That's it for now. I am gonna make, like I said, I'm gonna make a separate video for the V12, separate video for the M077, the LS2, this is the second one. The M057, I'm gonna continue the video when comes the time. The 7.2.6 transmission from the V12, the BWA. I will gonna continue make videos, you know, separate. Just this is also for me. I am gonna watch this video and I'm gonna get a pen and paper while I'm gonna be home to write down what it's for me, what's for the guys, just in case don't forget anything. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Have a nice weekend. Today it's Saturday. Over and out. I don't know if I'm gonna make any other video today. We're gonna see. We're gonna find out. Thank you.